Hi everyone. So in this video we are back with CMAT top 25 GK previous year questions. So these are the previous year questions which are taken from the CMAT, which are already asked in the CMAT examination. So I'll definitely suggest you to watch this entire video to get what is exactly asked in the CMAT examination. Apart from it, we have launched our crash course CMAT crash course for 2026. There is only 1 month left for the examination and we want you all to do very good in the examination. So we have launched a crash course which covers all the concepts of CMAT. This is entirely all the lectures are covered by Saili ma'am and Maruti sir. So I'll definitely suggest you to join the crash course. It will be very helpful for you. Also, we are giving 15 CMAT mocks. 15 CMAT mocks, and all the mocks have video solutions. All these mocks have video solutions, because with video solution you get a very good idea about how exactly to do, because when you are seeing someone solving the question, you get a very good idea like how exactly to do this question or how exactly to approach the question. All the questions are made by CMAT toppers, and I'll highly suggest you to watch these videos. Buy these mocks. This will be very helpful for the examination. As mentioned again, there is roughly around 1 to 1.5 months left for the examination. So it's better to start preparing for the examination, and the best preparation will be with the mocks. And since we are providing you with 15 mocks, those mocks are really going to help you a lot. So I'll definitely suggest you to buy these 15 mocks as well. These are going to help you a lot in the examination. This has all 5 sections, including the GK and the innovation and entrepreneurship section. And these are made as per what has been asked on the previous year basis. So we have go through all the previous year question papers of CMAT of the last 10 years, last 8 to 10 years. And using that, we have designed these 15 CMAT mocks. So this is about it, CMAT Crash Course 2026. I'll definitely ask you to go to the website and check about this course, as well as I'll definitely suggest you to enroll to this course, enroll to the mocks, start giving mocks. Giving more number of mocks will definitely help you score good in the examination. So with this, let's start the GK top 25 GK previous year questions. So first question says, given below are two statements. So two statements are given. In light of the above statement, choose the most appropriate answer from the list given below. So we have to which is true and which is false. So statement 1 is saying insulin was discovered by Benting and Best in 1921. So this is correct. Why? Because Frederick Benting and Charles Best are rightly credited with the discovery of insulin in 1921. They successfully extracted insulin from a dog's pancreas. This is a very important discovery in the medical field. So they extracted insulin from a dog's pancreas. Their discovery revolutionized medicine by providing an effective way to control blood sugar levels. So they were able to control blood sugar levels with this. So this is correct. Statement 1 is correct. Then statement 2 is saying insulin controls the process of making glycogen from glucose. So this statement is also correct. So insulin plays a very important role in regulating blood glucose levels in the human body. So it regulate these blood glucose levels in the human body. It also enables to glucose to enter cells. It also enables glucose to enter cells, where it is converted into glycogen. So when they enter into cells, this is converted into glycogen. So also without, if there is no sufficient insulin, which is insulin present in the body, so this glucose remains in the bloodstream, leading to elevated blood sugar levels. There is this will help in the back. This helps in the backup as well, which will elevate the blood sugar levels and metabolic disorders. So insulin is very important for controlling the process of making glycogen from glucose. So as we can see, statement 1 and statement 2 both are correct, and therefore option A is the correct answer, which says both statement 1 and statement 2 are correct. The next question is, Dasiyattam is the old name of which famous Indian dance form? So the correct answer is C, Bharatnatyam. Dasiyattam is the ancient name of the renowned Indian classical dance, which is Bharatnatyam. What does this term means? Term means dance of Dashis. Dance of the Dasis, or it was Deva Dasis. And it refers to the tradition of women devoted to temple service in South India. So women devoted to temple service in South India where the dance originated. So over time this temple art evolved and it was refined, and then it was renamed to Bharatanatyam in the early 20th century. So what happened in the early 20th century? Revival movement sought to elevate its resemblance as a classical art form, and which renamed it to Bharatanatyam, and transitioning it from, so it was transitioned from temple stages, so temple performance to stage performances, from temple performance to stage performance. So Dasyattam is the old name of Bharatanatyam, which is C is the correct answer. Given below are 4 statements A, B, C and D. Please read them carefully and respond to the questions given after these statements. So we have to find out which statements are correct statement. So statement A is saying the crust of the earth comprises rocks rich in silica and aluminum. So this is a correct statement. The earth's crust is primarily made of silicate rocks containing elements like silicon and aluminum, often referred as Cr. It is often referred as Cr. Then statement B is saying the core of the earth consists of metals in liquid state of high temperature and pressure. So again this is also correct. The outer core is liquid, mainly composed of iron and nickel, while the inner core is basically a solid despite high temperature due to the inner core is a solid state, which is even without high temperatures and immense pressure, it remains as a solid only. So the core of the earth consists of metal in liquid state of at high temperature and pressure. So this is also correct. Then C is saying magnesium and phosphorus are dominant in the core of the earth. So this is not correct. The core is dominated by iron and nickel, not magnesium, or it is dominated by iron and nickel, not magnesium or phosphorus, which are more abundant in mantle and crust. So these elements are more abundant in mantle and crust. The fourth one is saying the hydrosphere covers approximately 71% of the total surface area of the earth. So this is correct. About 71% of earth's surface is covered by water, forming the hydrosphere, while the remaining 29% is land. So 29% is land, while the 71% is hydrosphere. So we can see A, B and D are correct. So option D will be the correct answer. Given below are 4 statements. Please read them carefully and respond to the question that is given thereafter. So we have to see the 4 statements and check which of them are correct. So Bandipur National Park is located in Kerala. This is not correct. It is located in Karnataka, and it's famous for its tiger reserve. Jim Corbett National Park is located in Uttarakhand. Yes, this is correct. It is India's first national park, established in 1936, and is located in Uttarakhand and known for its Bengal tigers. Then Dudhwa National Park, it is located in UP. This is also correct. Dudhwa National Park is in Uttar Pradesh, it is situated along the Indo-Nepal border, known for swamp deer and tigers. So swamp deer are very famous here. Then we have Gir National Park is located in Rajasthan. No, this is not correct. Gir National Park is in Gujarat, and it is only natural habitat of Asiatic loyer. First of all, this is in Gujarat, and it is only natural habitat of Asiatic loyer. So only B and C are correct statements, and therefore option B is the correct answer. Wankhede Cricket Stadium is situated in, the correct answer is D, Mumbai. It is located in Mumbai, Maharashtra, and it is one of India's most famous cricket stadiums and hosted numerous historic matches, including the 2011 ICC Cricket World Cup, which India won. So the correct answer is D, Mumbai. The blue color of sky is due to option C, which is scattering of light. The blue color of sky is due to the scattering of light by gas molecules and particles. By gas molecules and particles in the atmosphere. Sunlight contains all colors, but the shorter blue wavelengths are scattered more effectively in all directions. So in all directions than longer wavelengths like red. So which is why the sky appears blue. So the correct answer is option C, which is scattering of light. So match list 1 with list 2. We are given certain articles and we have to match them with their roles. So Article 14. Article 14 is responsible for equality before law. So this is 3. Article 14 of the Indian Constitution is a fundamental right that guarantees to every person equality before law and equal protection of laws within the territory of India. So A is matched to 3. Then Article 21, it is matched with 1. which is protection of life and personal liberty. So Article 21 is a crucial fundamental right which states that no person shall be deprived of his or her life or personal liberty except according to procedure established by law. Then we have Article 24. So Article 24 is linked with prohibition of employment of children in factories, which is second. So Article 24 falls under fundamental rights against exploitation and specifically mandates the prohibition of the employment of children in factories, mines, or any other hazardous employment. Then we have Article 50, which is D. Article 50 is linked with separation of judiciary from executive, which is 4. So Article 50 is a directive principle of state policy that requires the state to take steps to separate the judiciary from the executive in the public services of the state. So this separation is vital. It is very important for ensuring the independence of the judiciary and its ability to function without undue influence from the executive branch. So A is matched with 3, B is matched with 1, C with 2, D4. So A3, B1, C2, D4. So option B will be the correct answer, which is A3, B1, C2 and D4. Then next question is match list 1 with list 2. So we have to see conversion of one form of energy to another and in which devices that conversion happen. So first is electrical energy into mechanical energy. This happens in electrical motor. So A is matched with 3. So the electrical motor is a device that converts electrical energy into mechanical energy. So it uses the force produced by an electric current in a magnetic field to cause rotation, which performs mechanical work. Then we have B, electrical energy into light energy. So electrical energy to light energy is in tube light. So a tube light is basically a fluorescent lamp which converts electrical into light energy. Electric current excites the gas inside the tube, causing it to emit UV light, which then excites the phosphorus coating to produce visible light. So B is matched with 2. Then we have C, which is mechanical energy into electrical energy. This is matched with 1, which is dynamo. So a dynamo, it is a type of electric generator. So it converts mechanical energy into electrical energy. It works on the principle of electromagnetic induction. So in this, a rotating coil in a magnetic field generates the electric current. Then we have D, which is solar energy into electrical energy. This is used in solar cell. So D is matched with 4. So a solar cell, this is also called as a photovoltaic cell. It converts the solar energy or the light energy into electrical energy. So it uses the photovoltaic effect where light shining on certain materials creates an electric current. So the correct order is A3, B2, C1 and D4, and therefore option B is the correct answer. Match list 1 with list 2. Again, this is a committee of the Constituent Assembly and these are the chairmen. So first is Committee on the Functions of the Constituent Assembly. This is headed by G.V. Mavalankar, which is A is matched with 2. So G.V. Mavalankar was the chairman of this committee which dealt with the legislative function of the Constituent Assembly once the constitution making work was finished. Then we have B, which is House Committee. So House Committee's chairman was Pattabhi Sitaramya, which is 1. So Pattabhi Sitaramya chaired the House Committee, which was responsible for matters related to staff and accommodation for the Constituent Assembly delegates. Then we have C, which is Committee on the Rules of Procedure. This was Dr. Rajendra Prasad, which is 4th. So Dr. Rajendra Prasad, he was the first president of the Assembly. He chaired this committee which formulated the procedural rules for Assembly's function. Then we have D, Drafting Committee. So this was like the chairman for this committee was Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. So Drafting Committee was the most critical committee tasked with preparing the final draft of the Constitution of India, with Dr. B.R. Ambedkar serving as its chairman. So it is A2, B1, C4 and D3, and the correct option is option D. Match list 1 with list 2. So we have list 1, we have the certain sports, and list 2 have certain terminologies which is related to that sport. So first is volleyball. Volleyball is related to hook serve, which is 3. So the hook serve or roundhouse serve is a serving technique specific to volleyball where the player swings their arm sideways over their head to impart spin. The goal is to make the serve difficult for the opposing team to return. Then we have B, which is table tennis. So table tennis is linked with service court. The service court is a crucial element in table tennis used to dictate the direction of the serve in doubles play. So a legal serve must land first on the server's half of the table, then diagonally on the receiver's court. So it should serve first on the server's half of the table and then on the receiver court. So this is service court. Then we have C, which is basketball. So basketball is the term related to basketball among the 4 entries is ring, which is 1. So the ring or basket or hoop is the primary target in the basketball, where points are scored by shooting the ball through the elevated metal rim. So the entire assembly, including the net, is often referred to as the basket. Then we have D, which is badminton. So badminton is like the term related to badminton is fourth, which is half court. The half court refers to the diagonal boundaries of the service area in badminton. So it is very important for determining a legal serve in singles play and the first serve in a doubles game. So the correct order is A3, B2, C1 and D4, and therefore option D is the correct answer. Which of the following statements are correct? So we are given with 4 statements. We have to check which of the following are correct. So Finance Commission is a constitutional body constituted by the President under Article 280 of the Constitution. This is correct. So it is a constitutional body established under Article 280 of the Indian Constitution. So the President of India is mandated to constitute a Finance Commission every 5 years or at such earlier time as he considers it necessary. Then we have the first Finance Commission was constituted under the chairman of K.C. Niyogi. So this is also correct. It was formed in 1951 and its chairman was K.C. Niyogi. This commission was set the precedent for the transfer of resources from the union to the states. Then we have C, which is the 15th commission, Finance Commission for the period 2020 to 2025 was constituted with N.K. Singh as the chairman. So this is also correct. It was formed in 2017 to make recommendations for the period 2020 to 2021 and subsequently in 2021 to 2026. In both these cases, N.K. Singh was the chairman. The R. Chilaiya Committee was constituted in 1994 to suggest reforms in the banking system. So this is not correct. It was formed not in 1994, it was formed in 1991 to suggest reforms in India's tax structures, direct and indirect taxes, not banking system. So it was in tax structures. So only A, B and C are correct and therefore option C is the correct answer. So Pulitzer Prize is awarded in the field of which is B, journalism. So Pulitzer Prizes are 23 annual awards given by Columbia University in New York City for achievements in the US in journalism, arts and letters. It is established by the will of Joseph Pulitzer, who made his fortune as a newspaper publisher. So B, journalism is the correct answer. Which of the following statements are correct? So we are given with 4 statements. We have to check which of the following are correct. So first is saying speedy increase in the field of milk production is called the White Revolution. This is correct. The White Revolution is the name given to the spectacular and rapid rise in India's milk production, which successfully transformed the country into world's largest milk producer. It is a key agriculture achievement following the Green Revolution. Then second is saying to increase the pace of the White Revolution, Operation Flood was started. So again, this is also correct. Operation Flood was the specific program launched in 1970 by the NDDB to drive the White Revolution. It aimed to establish a nationwide milk grid and empower farmers through cooperative societies. Then we have the father of Operation Flood was Dr. Verghese Kurian. So this is also correct. Dr. Verghese Kurian is recognized as the father of the White Revolution and the chief architect of Operational Flood. He developed the highly successful Anand pattern cooperative model famously used by Amul. Then we have D, the Operation Flood was started by the National Dairy Research Institute in 1975. So this is not correct. It was launched in first of all 1970 and was started by National Dairy Development Board, which is NDDB. National Dairy Development Board, NDDB, not the National Dairy Research Institute. So only A, B and C are correct and therefore option C is the correct answer. Then there is a matchup in which we have to match the organization with the founder. So Abhinav Bharat, the founder was fourth, which is VD Sarkar. So this was a secret revolutionary society established by Vinayak Damodar Sarvakar in 1904 to fight for India's independence through armed struggle and political mobilization. Then we have B, which is Gadar Party. So it was Lala Hardayar, which is 3. The Gadar Party was a revolutionary international organization founded primarily by Lala Hardayal in 1913 in the United States to overthrow British rule in India. Then we have C, which is Indian National Congress. So it was founded by 2, which is Ellen Octavian Hume. So the INC, which is India's oldest political party, it was founded in 1885 by A.O. Hume, a retired British civil servant, to create a platform for political dialogue. Then we have option D, which D, which is Bharat Naujawan Sabha. It was founded by one, which is Bhagat Singh. So this radical youth organization was founded by Bhagat Singh in 1926 to mobilize the youth for revolutionary activities and the establishment of an independent republic. So the correct order is A4, B3, C2 and D1, and therefore option C is the correct answer. Given below are two statements. We have statement 1 and statement 2. We have to check which of the following is correct. So statement 1 is saying that the founder of Buddhism, Gautam Buddha, was born in 540 BC at Lumbini. So this is false. Buddha's birth was around 563 BC, not 540 BC. However, Lumbini in present-day Nepal is currently recognized as his birthplace. But the year is not correct. It was 563 BC. So this is not correct. Then statement 2 is saying Buddhism followed the middle path for attainment of salvation and believed in the concept of non-violence. So this is true. Like Buddhism emphasizes the middle path, which is Madhyam Marg, avoiding extreme asceticism and indulgence. It also strongly advocates ahimsa and non-violence as a core ethical principle. So we can say statement 1 is false and statement 2 is true, and therefore option D is the correct answer. Given below are two statements. Again, we are given two statements, statement 1 and statement 2. We have to check which of the following is correct. So statement 1 is saying graphite is a good conductor of electricity. So this is a correct statement. This is true because graphite has a layered structure with free electrons that can move easily, making it conduct electricity despite being a non-metal. Then second statement is saying diamond is highly transparent and the hardest known material. This is also true. Diamond has a tetrahedral lattice structure which gives exceptional hardness. It is also highly transparent owing to strong covalent bonding and the absence of free electrons. So in both the cases, both the statements are true, and therefore we can say both statement 1 and statement 2 are true. Option A is the correct answer. The world record of the first space tourist is of. So the correct answer is Dennis Tito. So Dennis Tito is an American engineer and multimillionaire. He became the world's first space tourist in 2001. So he flew aboard Russia's Soyuz spacecraft to the International Space Station after paying a significant fee. Thus, he holds a record as the first self-funded civilian to visit space. So option C, Dennis Tito, is the correct answer. Which of the following statements are correct? So we are given with 5 statements, A, B, C, D, E. So we have to check which of the following is correct. So Indus Valley is one of the oldest civilizations of the world. So this is true. It flourished around 2500 BC, comparable to Mesopotamia and Egypt. Then we have people of this civilization were familiar with wheat, rice and barley. So this is also true. Grains like wheat and barley were cultivated, and rice has been found particularly at Lothal and Rangpur districts. Then they were the first people to produce cotton. So this is also true. They are believed to be the earliest known producers of cotton, known to Greeks as Sindon. Then homes were living in villages with homes made with mud and soil. So this is not true. This is not correct. Houses were typically made from baked bricks, not mud. Then we have they were not familiar with metals like copper. So this is also not true. They used bronze, which is copper plus tin, and copper tools. Both of them are metals like copper. So they were not familiar with metals like copper. This is a false statement. So only A, B and C are the correct statements, and therefore we can say option A is the correct answer. Which article of the Indian Constitution is related to free and compulsory education for children of age of 6 years to 14 years? So the correct answer is Article 21A. So Article 21A of the Constitution of India was added by the 86th Constitutional Amendment Act 2002. So it makes free and compulsory education for children aged 6 to 14 years a fundamental right. It ensures that the state provides education as a part of the right to life, which is Article 21. Kathakali is the famous dance of which state? So the correct answer is option B, which is Kerala. So Kathakali is a classical dance drama that originated in Kerala and is known for its elaborate costumes, facial makeup and expressive gestures. It draws themes mainly from Hindu epics like the Ramayana and Mahabharata and uses elaborate hand movements, mudras, music and dramatic acting. So it is traditionally performed in temples and at cultural festivals in Kerala and remains one of the most recognizable cultural art forms of the state. So option B, Kerala is the, Kathakali is the famous dance of the state, Kerala. The Panchayat system first started in India from. So it was started in India from C, which is Rajasthan. The Panchayat system was first introduced in the Nagaur district. So Nagaur. district of Rajasthan on 2nd October 1959. 2nd October 1959. So following the recommendations of the Balwant Rai Mehta Committee, so Rajasthan became the first state to adopt a system of democratic decentralization at the village level with a focus on empowering local self-governance. Andhra Pradesh implemented it soon after, but Rajasthan was the first one. So option C, Rajasthan, is the correct answer. The first foreigner honored with the Bharat Ratna award was, so it was Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan. So Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan, also known as Frontier Gandhi, was awarded the Bharat Ratna in 1987, making him the first non-Indian to receive India's highest civilian order. A prominent leader of the non-violent and freedom struggle, he supported India's independent movement and was deeply respected by Mahatma Gandhi, underscoring his significant contribution. So Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan was the first foreigner who was honored with Bharat Ratna award. Which of the following statements are correct? So first statement is saying man in Paleolithic age survived on hunting animals and birds, fishing, fruits and nuts. So this is a true statement. The Paleolithic period, also known as the Old Stone Age, was characterized by a hunter-gatherer lifestyle. Then we have men in Mesolithic age domesticated animals and started semi-settled life. So this is also correct. The Mesolithic period marks a transition during which early domestication of animals and seasonal settlements began. Then we have statement C, which says men in the Mesolithic age invented the wheel. So this is not correct. So invented the wheel for transportation. This is not correct. The wheel was invented later during the Neolithic age. It was invented in Neolithic age, not the Mesolithic age. Then we have option D, which is men in Chalcolithic age started the practice of agriculture. So this is a true statement. The Chalcolithic, which is Copper Stone Age, witnessed the cultivation, use of copper tools and the formation of settled farming communities. So A, B and D are correct and therefore option C is the correct answer. The author of the famous book My Life is, so the author of this book is D, which is Bill Clinton. So My Life is an autobiography written by Bill Clinton, the 42nd President of the United States. He was the 42nd President of the United States. It was published in 2004 and it covers his early life, political rise, presidency, major policies and personal challenges. It also gives insight into American politics and key global events. So the correct answer is D, which is Bill Clinton, who authored the book My Life. The term butterfly is associated with, so the correct answer is option C, which is swimming. So the term butterfly is associated with swimming, where it refers to one of the 4 major competitive strokes. So there are certain strokes and one of them is represented by butterfly. The butterfly stroke is characterized by a simultaneous overhead arm movement in a dolphin-like leg kick, requiring strong upper body strength and rhythmic breathing. It is one of the fastest but also technically demanding styles in competitive swimming events. So option C, swimming, is the correct answer. So that was all about the top 25 CMAT previous year questions. We'll come back again in the next video where we will bring more CMAT previous year questions. So thank you so much for watching this.